Hey Valimental, welcome back to another math video. Tonight we're going to be solving addition equations. Before we do that, let's go ahead and start off with our trivia question of the day. How long was the Wright brothers' first flight? We'll be back with the answer to that after instructions. Tonight officially, I can solve addition equations using the inverse operation. Well, that's kind of a mouthful. I'm going to even give you a bigger mouthful here. Dan had some toy trucks. He bought 7 more. Now he has 13. Write and solve a one variable equation. Isolate the variable by using the inverse operation. Yeah, I know, that's a lot. Let's have some fun first. I think it's important to know that this is a brand new Chevy with the lift kit. Sorry, a little Florida Georgia line there before we get going with the heavy stuff. So, write and solve a one variable equation. Well, we spent the first 3 lessons of this unit writing equations. And so we can say, here's the trucks I had to start with. Here's 7 more. Now I have 13. Now, we're going to have to isolate the variable and use the inverse operation. Now I know, here's my fight in this target is kids just saying, it's 6. Guys, that's like 2nd or 3rd grade math. We're using simple numbers to teach you the process of going through and isolating this. So take a look at it. We subtract 7 from both sides. If you subtract 7 from one side of an equation, on the equal side, you have to subtract it on the other. That's called balancing the equation. You end up with t minus 0, 7 plus 7 minus 7, that's 0. So t minus 0 equals 6. Now this step here, we can really just skip, and we can just say that we just have t equals 6 here. All right? Now, look at this. T plus 7 equals 13. When you have plus 7 and minus 7, those cancel out, leaving just that t equals 6. Now, I know you can say, I can do it in a calculator, I can do it in my head. I don't care. The numbers are simple. We're using simple numbers so that you learn this process of writing the equation, isolating the variable. We got the variable all by itself, and we use the inverse operation. This is an addition equation. See? So on addition equations, we use subtraction to isolate. All right, that's a lot. Okay, finally, we need to check it. So you just substitute the variable in. 6 plus 7 is 13. Bam, done. Let's look more at this vocabulary. Just review this a little bit more. First of all, addition equation. Addition equation is any equation where the operation is addition. X plus 2 equals 6. There's addition. That's an addition equation. Okay, inverse operation. Inverse operation is the opposite operation. So when you think about that, if an equation is written with addition, you solve it with subtraction. And you can see all these other ones, and these are the next coming lessons. The next lesson is going to be subtraction equations. You solve subtraction equations with, sorry, I thought I could move that. You solve subtraction equations with addition, and so on. All right? Okay, isolate the variable. That's getting the variable all alone or by itself here. So look at x equals 4. We've isolated the variable. It's exactly what we want to know. What is x? X equals 4. All right, here we're going to solve this one here. X plus 3 equals 6. Addition equation. We'll subtract 3 from this side. We subtract the 3, not the 6, because we're trying to isolate x. We're trying to get x by itself. So when we subtract that off, we've got nothing on this side over here but x. And then we can say 6 minus 3 is 3. We've isolated the variable. All right? A lot of vocabulary. Inverse operation, addition equation, isolate the variable, plus this whole process. I'm going to go back and take this up one step further here. I'm just going to clear my ink here and just say that your brothers and sisters are doing equations like this if they're in high school or in upper middle school, and you'll see them putting these railroad tracks in. I'm not going to require that, but you could do that if you want. But they put them in to show that when you do something on one side of an equation on the railroad tracks, you have to do it on the other side of it. They're constantly isolating variables and doing this. And this is just a real baby step operation here to get us ready for more difficult equations with numbers that we can't do in our head. So first we're going to baby step our way through here. All right? We good with the simple numbers? All right, thank you. I know I got a little preachy there, but kids just want to, they know how to solve it. And no, it's not about the answer. It's about the process. All right, here's one here. N plus 6 equals 24. What type of an equation is it? Addition. Good. How do we isolate it? How do we get n by itself? We're going to subtract 6 from both sides. All right? When we do that, these guys cross off here. We're left with n equals 18. Cross off means you have a plus 6 here, and a minus 6 equals nothing. N equals 18. Then we just pop it in and check it. 18 plus 6 equals 24. Bam, we are moving on. Let's try one more, and then you're going to try a couple. 16 plus k equals 39. Ooh, I reversed it a little bit. I put the variable in the middle. But still, we're trying to get k by itself. Is this a positive or a negative? Well, this is positive 16. It doesn't say that it's a minus 16, so we've got to get rid of it to get k by itself. So we subtract 16 from here. We subtract 16 from this side. Sorry, this should cross out. There it is. Those cancel out. We're left with k equals 23. All right, pop it in. Does it make sense? 16 plus 23 equals 39. Now, I'm going to ask you, can you do a couple of problems like this for pause problems and 2 problems for the ticket of the show? Can you use simple numbers? Can you do it exactly like this? Because if you just write 16 plus 23 equals 39, you've missed the whole point of this lesson. All right? I think you're ready. Here we go. Here's your first one. First pause problems. Go ahead. All righty. Let's see how you did. Well, it's an addition equation. You got a plus 15. So to get a by itself, you're going to have to subtract 15 from both sides. Maybe I don't have that cross out in there. There we go. So when those cancel off, and you've just got a equals 6, because 21 minus 15 is 6. Pop it in. 6 plus 15 is 21, and you are on to the next pause problem. Go ahead and give this guy a shot. Alrighty. See how you did? Yeah, I switched it up. Did you subtract 42 from both sides? Yeah, there wasn't a plus over here, but remember, this is a positive 42 because it doesn't say that it's a minus, right? So we subtracted 42 from both sides, and those guys cross off. You've got b left. 78 minus 42 is 36. Pop it in, double check it. Here we go. 30 plus 40 is 70. 6 plus 2 is 8. There's your 78. All right, couple of pause problems. Let your copy take a second to copy those down. All right. How long was the Wright brothers' first flight? Not long. It was 10:35 a.m. on December 17th, 1903. Wright brothers flew, I think it was the Kitty Hawk was the name of the plane. Flew the Flyer for 12 seconds over 120 feet. Note, the Boeing 747 wingspan is longer than the Wright brothers' first flight. Don't believe me? Here it is. The wingspan of a 747 is 211 feet. It's actually 231 feet in length, but the wingspan is 211 feet, almost twice what the Wright brothers' first flight was. We've come a long way. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.